Welcome back, everybody. Another war here with 4 Loki versus D69, and let's get into it. They banned Torch, Hercules, APOC, and Kingpin and Doom are globally banned. And I am on path 5 in section 1. I have White Magneto, Captain America, and Iron Doom. And the thought process here is basically just using a WAGs pre-fight. I'm going to parry and just fight thing naturally, watch his rock stacks, and throw my SB3 when his protection is on cooldown. And I have the node protection on cooldown as well, where I have my Fury up. I think I am running Mutant Boost just so I can get back to my SB3 a little bit faster. I will find out after I throw my first SB3. But here, I saw that he was at like 8 or 9, so I just did a 3-hit combo and got him to 10, then parried and did another 5-hit combo to get him to 15, just to clear his rock stacks. With the Fury up, I do quite a bit of damage as I'm fighting him. You can see he's already at under 70%, and I haven't even thrown my special 3. But here I beta heavy, so I can do a 5-hit combo, and we can throw this. I'm going to parry and throw that and make sure that all the protections were down. And you can see he goes from 58% down to about 30%. So far so good. Want to bait this SB2, and there I just threw a 1-hit combo because I want to get him to 10. I want to push him to 15, and it's all lining up. His protection is still on cooldown, so I parried heavy, perfect timing. Gonna just take some block damage. Did not parry because that would have triggered his protection, and I would have to wait that out. But he goes down smoothly. The next fight I have is Misty Knight. It's the second fight where it's heavy unstoppable. So here I was using Mutant Boosts and using them here, but White Magneto is a great counter to her. With his magnetism, he shuts down a lot of her BS, and he lowers combat power rate as well versus metal. She is metal, so I'm going to parry. First I dex to make sure my magnetism is on, and then I parry heavy, and I shut off the node altogether just on that first knockdown. I throw the SB2. I did a PS1 boost because I'll be using it for this fight. This is Tigra on Ebb and Flow knockdown, and debuff immune on knockdown. I am running Resonate just in case I fall in the window where I can hit her and there's a weakness on her so she doesn't go unblockable. But the plan here actually is I didn't PS1 boost. I let that run out and then I threw an invulnerability on because I figured I could just tank an SB3 if push came to shove. But the plan here is just to parry heavy and build to an SB2. I'm running Science Boost to nuke her down once I get there. And here I want to let my protection run down and reset it. And here I'm just going to bait and counter with my SB2. Didn't even crit, but she's dead. And next I have Rintra on path 5 in section 2. It's the Ebb and Flow Intercept. And so initially, my thought process was to just throw SB3s with the Fury up and kind of do that. I do land a Petrify because of the synergy with a tech on the team. And it does increase their damage on this node. But I'm not really worried about that. Cap is a beast. I get an intercept to start, and just kind of building some kinetic charges up and doing a little bit of damage. And I'm just more or less kind of watching what is like what my damage is. So about 30 seconds in, and he's around 10% down. So I'm like, okay, I want to get that intercept and throw my SB3 and see what that does. Now, when he does power gain, like when I'm neutralized and I throw, I'm sorry, I want to dex, I want to make sure that I don't hit him and I dex again, so I already have the buff on me if he were to neutralize me. That way it kind of controls his power gain as it goes. But right here I have an opening. I go for intercept and I get it. I'm like, perfect. My heavy charge to get that other fury, and now I'm going to do this SP3, and I want to see how much damage it actually does, because he is a beefy boy. And he goes down to about 60%, so I wasn't too thrilled with that. Throw a heavy here to try to get some damage. Doesn't crit, unfortunately. So see here, I was like, okay, I need to bait this, and I don't want to hit him at all. I want to get that dex. Now if I do hit him, he won't power gain off of the neutralize. Just take that in the block, not a big deal. And now I'm like, okay, I want to throw my SP2 with some charges up, and we'll see how this goes. So it did quite a bit of damage. I'm like, you know what? I can get to another SP2 much faster, so I'm just going to stick with that. There's approaching the halfway point of the fight, and he's under 50%, so I'm not worried about time. If it takes a little longer, perfectly fine. If I do crit on SP2, then even better. And right there you see 121k crit. Next we have Nova, and Nova is on Ebb and Flow intercept with Mighty Charge. I didn't place my White Magneto pre-fight for this, which I do like to have for the extra damage. And my Indestructible ran out before I jumped into this fight, unfortunately. Which I do like to have, because obviously I'm trying to intercept and to get caught. Right there I realized it was gone, and I was like, okay. So I just need to get an intercept. I take the SB1 from the block just because it doesn't really do that much damage. Wags does shut down a lot of what Nova does, and here I'm getting cornered. So ideally I wanted to throw a special one, and I want to get a Fury up as I throw my special, but he's just not playing ball with me, and Stand Your Ground saved me right there, thank God. And I'm like, okay, I need to hit an intercept, but don't get one. Oh, there I shut down the nodes. Okay, perfect. I didn't realize that in the fight. So node is now gone. He does corner me though. I'm not doing much damage, I can see. But this is where the combat power reduction with his Energize really helps, because when I head into his block to back him up, see there he cornered me. I was like, you know what, just throw the SB2 and get out of this corner. And it does a good chunk of damage. He's going to throw this special too. Just take it all in the block. It's my last Wags fight. Oh, actually I have one more, but I'm not worried about the next one. And now the fight's a little bit more under control. He's in the middle of the map, and he's throwing his SB1s. I can dex this SB1. I don't want anything slipping up. So that, and I think one more combo and it's done. And because I have Kingpin, I healed up White Magneto. I dropped a Wags pre-fight for this, and I really didn't have to heal up all the way, because you'll see this is bad placement for Kingpin. What makes Kingpin difficult is as he gains more rage, his combat power rate increases and he can go overpowered and all that jazz. But on Mighty Charge, he purifies his own rage stacks, so it really doesn't benefit him at all to be on here. So as I was fighting him, I was realizing this, and I was like, well, I just have to fight him normally. Got 30 seconds in and he's at 70%. So just bait some SP1s, get an intercept when I can. Alright, like right there I got one. And that's it. Throw my SP1 or SP2 just for damage, and you know, nothing too crazy. When he gets passive, I get the armor break where I heal from. right there, another SP1. Like, alright. And here he goes passive a little bit. You see that I'm healing from willpower. And I believe I go for an intercept. It's coming up. And I don't get it. Here I'm baiting an SB1. And I just choose to just kill him with the protection now. So, oh, right there. My block broke. I don't know what happened. Maybe I was dashing back and just ate something. But after that, I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna kill him. He's got 20%. There's no reason to go for an intercept. He's at 12% now. I'm just gonna kill him with basic hits and my specials, and bait his SP1 and just not worry about it. Just to be safe. Don't want anything necessarily messing up, but he's down. And my last fight of the war is Bishop on the Safeguard mini, who goes unblockable if there's a regen. I have Tech Doom for this, and basically every time Bishop were to gain a prowess and Tech Doom stops it, I place an energy vulnerability debuff. And you can see as this fight goes, my damage is going to increase dramatically. At wood crit, it's just going to kind of balloon. So I'm just kind of, you know, basic combos. My plan is just to throw my combo into an SP2 to power burn him. And it's the first time taking it here. I'm just going to take this into the block. Can partially dex it, but I want to see what damage it would do, and just basically nothing. So here I throw my SP2, block, or into my aura, and it's unblockable. And I'm like, okay, I can definitely kill him with a few SP2s. But now I'm noticing that I'm doing a lot more damage. There's 17k red damage right there, and I'm like, whoa, it's really stacking up at this point. It's 18k and 12k to finish him. We did end up losing this war, but let's take a look at my stats so far. I believe I have 59 streak coming from last season into this season. And as far as my attackers used, I've used Professor X, White Magneto, Omega Sentinel, Captain America, Torch, Guardian, Hood, and Iron Doom. And it looks like Omega Sentinel is my most used attacker, followed by Wags. So quite a bit of diversity so far. About 4 wars left, and let's see if I can go deathless. And more importantly, let's see if we can turn this around and get some wins under our belts. See you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.